Right, hello guys, and welcome to my review of the Walking Dead Dead City Season 2, Episode 3. So we get to see a couple of flashbacks for Hershel, see why he's so obsessed with this place and why he has so much trust in I guess the main villain. Because for him to even draw her shows how much I guess he must like her, and we kind of get to see how she basically manipulated him and stuff. And realizes that he's, I guess, into drawing and stuff, like architecture, because she's trying to make her own new world. See someone who just sees the beauty in its destruction and to make it into something new. I think that's what she wants from Hershel, I guess. And he just feels like he has more of like a meaning and purpose when he's around her instead of with his mum, who's just so obsessed about flipping Negan. Because it gets to a scene where, of course, I'm going to talk about spoilers. So yeah, spoilers. I'll just say that now. So yeah, it gets to a scene where I guess he sees Negan, and then Maggie tells, well, when Hershel tells Maggie that he's seen Negan, like she just goes crazy over hearing that Negan was around, showing that it's just mainly just about him when it comes to Negan being mentioned. Yeah, he gets mad over it. Where with her, like he just feels like he's more himself. And it's crazy to think that he's basically more of himself with the main villain than with his actual mum. Because Maggie's just a terrible character anyway. We've already talked about that, but yeah. Because basically, you had that other guy who was just torturing him, but I guess she found a better way that could actually help her in the long run. Yeah, basically manipulating him to thinking like he has value and stuff. And in a way, he's kind of valued, but in a way, we're just getting used, really. Yeah. But yeah, they're just getting flipping. More of them are getting devoured because they were so dumb to even come to this area. Even Maggie warned them. Yeah, so they're just still trying to survive. But then you get these whisper type of people who end up finding them, but we'll get to that. So Negan has to like find the remaining survivors. So he has to go with this big black guy to take out the rest. I forgot his name because I don't really care. Because a lot of these characters they introduce in the episode just get killed straight away, so it doesn't really matter. They basically end up getting separated when more walkers come. They go into this field. A lot of them are getting devoured. Hershel gets saved by this random girl, but he's kind of left there. But it seems more safe than anywhere else. So yeah, Negan has to go and kill the remaining survivors that he let live. Since they found out in the previous episode that he let some of them live. I'm surprised they didn't get punished for doing that though. Like, I mean, the only thing apart from just killing that guy who played the music for him, that's kind of all the punishment he really got. But it's not really punishing him; it's just punishing someone else, really. Yeah. And then you just meet these weird people. Definitely get some kind of whisperer vibes from them. But I guess if they don't feel like someone's hostile, they'll still help you. So they're not fully whisperer, but basically when you get to the end of the episode and one of them dies, they literally take out their heart. Well, they basically just smash their face. Take out, well, no, they don't mash the face. They mash inside of where the heart is, and then they take it out and then they feed it to the walkers, and then just leave their dead as a walker. Because I guess they view walkers as valuable. It's something that's actually taking care of them, neighbors, family, like Jesus. Something that I don't even think the Whispers would even do, because the Whispers just use them as like a way to get around without getting attacked by humans, because humans mostly want to avoid walkers, especially if there's a huge group, but they can control huge groups. These guys just surround themselves with walkers, sort of more protected that way, I guess. Yeah. And I guess they know where Hershel is, so I guess they're just working together to find him, and they can stay for a little bit. So it doesn't seem that bad, I guess. But Jesus, I wouldn't want to live with them. That's all I'm saying. And I've already talked about a bit of this flashback anyway. She kind of shows him around the place, literally leaves the door open to build trust. Yeah. And this guy, he just gets killed by Negan. It was just obvious. Basically, gets surrounded by walkers, and he just leaves him for dead. Whatever. Who cares? She wants to she wants to make a move on these people, and I don't blame her because these people are so weird. But that's not is they're basically helping. So, and then the girl comes back to get Hershel, sees his drawing, finds it fascinating. Then that guy who I guess we thought got devoured, who Negan left for dead, he ends up coming out and stabbing her in the leg. and she ends up bleeding out from that, and then that's the one who basically dies, and they take out her heart and stuff and leave her as a walker. Yeah. But then Negan actually finishes him off, I guess. And then Hershel tries to shoot him with the gun that that girl has, since she still wants to get revenge for her father, because she kind of lost the bag. But I guess Hershel found it. Yeah, I can't fully remember if he found it or he was the one who took it. So then I guess Hershel, we see another flashback where he decides to go through the door. It's a bunch of walkers, but she ends up saving him, which is obviously she put the walkers there to make it just to basically build trust, like making it look like the walkers breached in or something, and she basically saves him. So she's just doing so much to build trust and yeah, feeling like he has a true purpose, rebuilding the world. And I just feel like, man, if they never wasted Noah, they could have did some really cool stuff where, because Noah was someone who wanted to be an architect as well. He probably would have been someone who would have tried to rebuild the world. And I feel like he would have had like a relationship with Herschel, really. Like they would have had a close relationship. Yeah. Because they're kind of both into like similar things. So I feel like he would have been one of the characters. Like if they brought him to like Dead City, be the one to actually want to help Herschel the most, probably more than Maggie. Mainly because they have similar ideals in what they want to do with the world, but he's just getting a bit twisted by the main villain of this show. So I feel like he'd been trying to like help him get out of it. So basically, it would have been like full circle because Beth basically helped him escape that police station. So it would have been cool if like Noah helped Herschel escape, the grip of the place that he's just obsessed with, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's just me thinking of how they could have used the character better with what's going on in the story now, instead of just killing him in the same season he was, saved by Beth, because she died for saving him, and then he ends up getting killed by the end of the season. And it's just stupid. And this is when they have the argument about Negan and stuff, because she's so obsessed with him. Then they just brutally kill her, I guess. She says goodbye to everyone, including Herschel, who she just met. And I feel like they could have been good friends, yeah. But yeah, she just gets brutally murdered. Yeah. The girl from Orange is the New Black is just like, man, maybe we should just made a move on these guys because they're crazy. But probably end up leaving, I guess. Yeah. Negan basically lies to this guy that the other guy got devoured by walkers, and that the walkers probably got the other people who escaped. And it seems like he believes it, but I guess in the long we'll see. Yeah, and then the girl who died, she just gets left there to join the ranks. And if you think about it, basically they lost a lot of people because they basically killed their own people. I guess who was probably already dying of like an illness or just dying anyway, and then just left the walkers in the flipping fields. So basically they lost people because of those weird people. If you think about it, but to me they had a dumb plan to even try to attack Negan head on, when Maggie said it was a bad idea. And yeah, we'll see how far this storyline goes with him wanting to be with her, like what he'll do if he sees her again, and what he wants to actually do, like when you have a choice. And the way how they make it sound like he's gonna possibly do something to Maggie, like Herschel, just imagine that'd be crazy. It'd be instantly one of the worst characters if he tried to kill Maggie. Even if he doesn't kill her, like just trying to kill her, that's just terrible. And it's kind of all her fault for this whole show existing, because she decided to not stay in Commonwealth, and she ends up in a way worse place than Commonwealth, because literally people from her group end up being in control of the Commonwealth. So it's just it's stupid she even left for all this to be happening right now. It's kind of all her fault, but yeah, that's all I've got to say really. I'd say it's probably better than last week's episode. Definitely better. It seems like Maggie and Negan are gonna cross paths finally again. Yeah, because we haven't really had that this season. But yeah, I guess we'll see what they'll be getting up to together in the next episode. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Let me know what you thought of the episode. It was just okay, I guess, better than last week's. Would I say the first episode's still better, like from this season so far? Probably. But yeah, just I'm happy we got to got to see more of Negan and Hershel instead of Maggie. Maggie did not really do as much with this episode, which I'm happy with because to me she's like my least favorite character in this show, I guess. Even the Orange is the New Black girl was more entertaining to watch than Maggie. Yeah, even though she's kind of a lot in the one. The only time I agreed with her is when she was trying to possibly do something against this group of people. Even though they didn't seem hostile, but they basically lost people because of these weird people. But whatever. It was just a good episode. It was a good episode, but nothing crazy. And that's what I got to say. You can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.